Okay, for today, it's the last day of review before we take a test on mean, median, mode, range, and all of this box plot stuff. So the Q1 and the Q3, somebody just asked me, what does that stand for again? It stands for quartile. And why quarter of the data? This is 1/4 of the data. This is 1/4 of it. 1/4 of it's here, and 1/4 of it's there. It divides it into 4 quarters. All right. So if I was in the top 25%, would I be in the A, B, C, or D box if I was in the top 25%? All right. You can't just, you have to pay attention. Thank you. All right. You can't shut your eyes. All right. So that is the top quarter right there, the D box. That would be the top 25%. All right. So we line up our numbers from small to big. The median's really easy to pick out, but then the middle of the bottom part is the Q1, and the middle of the top part is the Q3. All right, so then, one-word definitions. If I say mean, what does it mean? Average. Add them all up and divide by however many there were. Okay? How about median? One-word definition. Middle. How about mode? One-word definition. Most. Mode means most. And looking at, yeah, that's true. It does repeat. I would agree with repeating. This number repeated. So 21 was our what? Mode. And then the range is always the what minus the what? Biggest minus the smallest. All right. So now for a few trick kind of questions. Or not tricks, but like, what if I ask you for the middle of this list? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ha, there is no middle. It reminds me of that joke. You tell an idiot to sit in the corner and put him in a circular room. How are you going to sit in the corner in a circular room?
You don't sit in the circular room, you find a square room.
All right. So it's like saying, how do I pick the middle of this? There is no middle of this. Okay. But we can kind of cheat if there isn't a middle one and just find, you said it, 3.5. You found the middle of these two, which is also known as averaging those two, which is 3.5. All right, now here's a tougher one because it's not going to be just like super easy to see. 20, 25, 28, and 40. What's the middle of that? Nope, because 27 isn't exactly between it. I think he's right. Can anybody beat 26.5 for being more in the middle than that? 26.5, because that's 1.5 from this way, and it's 1.5 from that way. You did that very well. Now, if you can't do that in your head quick like he did, all you have to do is add these together, and then multiply them by 412, right? No. What do? You add them together, and you divide by 2. Add them together, divide by 2. That's how you get the middle one. All right, so that's kind of like a trick question. All right, here's another trick question. What's the mode of this?
There's no mode.
There is no mode. Okay, good. So how about the mode of this? 20 is the mode now. How about this?
25 and 20.
25 and 20. If there's two things that are repeated, like that's repeated and that's repeated, then there's two modes. It's actually called bimodal, but they're not going to test you on that. Bi means two, right? Yes?
Do they just write no mode?
Yeah, if there is no mode, you should put no mode. Now, that's a good question, because like kids will sometimes go, well, there isn't one, so I'll just leave it blank. If I ask, what's the mode of this, and you say nothing, it means I don't know the answer, right? You can't just leave it blank. What would you write if yours no mode? I would have even accepted NM. Okay. All right. So that's mean, median, mode, range. I'm going to look up one more of those like trickiest kinds of questions. If I just give you a bunch of numbers, 20, 21, 30, 4, and 199, can you tell which one is kind of different than all the others? We can destroy the 199. Now, hold on a second. Can you just do that? Actually, you can. You just have to say that it was a what? What's a word for that? Outlier. It was an outlier, so you can get it out of your list because it throws off the data. Most of the numbers aren't near that big, right? Okay, so could you find the average with it? Yeah, it'd just be a little too high, higher than it should be. Okay, so actually, I could ask you find the average with the outlier, and that just means use the 199 in your answer. And then I could say find the average without the outlier. And hopefully you'd know, okay, so with it means I just add them all up and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And without it, I would add up everything except that and divide by what then? Divide by 4. Okay. Yes? Question about the test. Go ahead. Will it be specified if they should take out? Yes, they will say actually on the test, find the mean without the outlier. And so hopefully you'll go, what's an outlier again? Oh yeah, it lies out from the rest of the data. I'm going to throw out the big one. Or could there be an outlier that's really small? Like let's say somebody has, we say, when were you born? 1999. When were you born? 2001, 2000. And somebody says, I was born in 1912. That's too small compared to everybody else. Yeah, my dad was born in 1927. So that would be like my dad's dad or something. So my grandpa. So maybe that number's too small compared to all the other numbers that are in the 2000s. And you can throw out a number that's too small compared to everything else too, just like you can throw out a number that's too big. Okay. Another one that stumps people is, here's a bunch of numbers. Find Q3. What? What I'd do is I'd make a box like this and go, okay, so what you really asked me is to find that spot, right? All right, so what would be on the end here? Just help me. I know you might be right, but what's here? 15. What's at the other end? 28. 28 was the biggest one, I think. And then I got to find the middle one to be in the middle, so I'm going to write 15, 17, 23, 25, and 28. 23's in the middle, so that goes here. And then, oh, so do you get how it's really not that bad once I get it down to, there's only 5 numbers and there's 5 spots for them to go. So, 17 can go there, and 25 can go there. So now that I did all of that, it's obviously pretty easy. What's Q3? 25. That's it. What's Q1? 17. Here's another one that stumps people. With the picture up there, it's going to be easy, but interquartile range. You might have heard range and went, oh, biggest minus smallest. No, that's the normal range. Interquartile range, 25 minus 17 is correct. All right. Now I'm going to pause and hand out the worksheet. All right, so on this worksheet, which is titled Probability and Stats Review, we had already started, and so I'm going to go with number 13 as our first one we look over together. Mean. Well, it's got to know some numbers. 1, 2, 7. What else is the numbers here? 10, 2. Oh, wait a minute. They have them not in order. I better rearrange them so they're in order. 1, 2, 2, 7, 10. Oh, 5, 7, 8. They're totally out of order. I'm going to rewrite it with in order. And that's what you should do, too. I'm going to pause for a second while you write those numbers in order from smallest to biggest. All right, here they are. 1, 2, 2, 5, 7, 7, 8, 10. I think I got it.
And another.
Is there 2 10s? Oh, there is another 10. Thank you. I'm going to pause while I fix that. Okay, so there they are. In order, I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. What? Oh, there's an extra 10. That's right. Okay. So, 9 numbers. Kind of nice to have an odd number of numbers because then that way there is one that's in the middle. Do you get what I mean? If there was an even number, then there would be nothing that's exactly in the middle, and it's kind of a pain. So here we go. It's not that one, it's not that one. It's not this one, it's not this one. It's not that one, it's not that one. We're getting it close. Not that one, not that one. It's that one. 7, and that's the what? Median. All right. Then we got to get a couple other things. The mean, the calculator would come in handy on that one because you're just going to add them all up and? I'm not saying that's the answer. My point is once you're done adding them all up, what do you do to it? You divide it, and we have 9 numbers exactly, so we divide it by 9. The mode will be the one that happens the most. Since nothing happened more than once, I guess there's no mode, right? Very good. I was just seeing if you're paying attention. 7 and 10. Bimodal, even somebody said. I love it. What? Ooh, burn. Got the teacher. Sorry. Range.
9.
How'd you get that?
10 minus 1.
Biggest minus smallest. 10 minus 1 is 9. All right. Then that just leaves you with the mean, which you'll have to add them all up and divide. Did you already? Anybody double check the 52? Well, usually it's best if 2 people try it. Did you try it and got 52 also? 2 people got 52. Right row. Then we. Did you get 52 also? 3 people got 52. Awesome. Then you divide by 9 and you get. Hold on. Divide by 9 and you get what? 5.7. Okay. All right. There we go. So then the next thing says, I want you to find the 5-number summary. Well, that's the numbers that go on the box. Okay, so what if I had just said, for number 14, put in the numbers on this box? Well, that would be the 5-number summary. You're going to put one here, and that's the smallest one. One here, that's the biggest one. One here and here, that's the 2 Q's, Q1 and Q3, and then one in the middle. All right, so there's your basic box plot. So it's just asking you with words. It asks you for the minimum. And the numbers in this case are 11, 12, 10, 7, 9, 18. So I'm going to put them in order. 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. And now I know where to put these. The middle one. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the middle one. What's the middle one? Nope, it's not 11. It's between 10 and 11. 10.5. Isn't there 6 numbers? And I think that means that there's 2 in the middle. So we got to split 10 and 11 and average them, and you get 10.5. All right. All right. So then minimum is the smallest one is 7. Biggest one's 18. And the one that's in the middle of the tops and the middle of the bottoms, and those are Q1 and Q3. All right. So that's probably pretty much all I need to explain for you for today. And tomorrow's test is on this stuff, probability and stats review.